Hi, my name is Joseph Bello. I'm a candidate for a social studies teacher, teaching U.S. History B class. For the students project, they're going to be doing a project on popular culture of the 70s and the 80s. So basically, the project is going to be doing a presentation. Okay, and it's going to be popular culture. All right, so here's the standards. Okay, the standards is for them to create a visual presentation about popular trends on the 70s and the 80s. And these are our common core standards, making sure that they're prepared when they do their presentation. ELA, make sure that they use digital media, which is PowerPoint, which I will explain later on. Okay, so the next one. ELA standards, cite textual evidence, and for number three, analyze how text works to make connection. I'm sort of shortening this because we only have a limited time. Okay, so here is the hook. The hook is that when I talk about the project, I'm going to be talking about something that they're familiar with, or the background information of this lesson. Okay, songs we consider oldies you listen to are considered pop culture during that time. For example, the Beatles. Back in the 70s, Beatles weren't um, oldies, okay? That's called popular culture back then. So was Michael Jackson and Motown artists. And then, of course, the students are going to interact and tell them, oh, yeah, I know this and that. So that's basically the hook. And also another hook is because popular culture encompasses other things like film and fashion. Okay, we're going to be talking about Star Wars. Okay, they're familiar with that. The Godfather. These are films back on the 70s and 80s. Jaws, Saturday Night Fever. So I'm going to show them clips of that on the following slides. Okay, that way it'll give them an idea on how to do the lesson a little bit better. Fashion, okay, bell bottoms, groovy shirts, gadgets, okay, all of them are into cell phones, so we're going to show them what cell phones were look like back in the 70s and 80s. What does the CD is now, all right, compared back then. Okay, they had vinyl records, Walkman. Actually, right now it's not even CD; it's more on downloading music. Okay, everything is so digital. Okay, next one. Okay, now here's the sample, and I'm turning it into a game that way to make them be interested. For example, here's a film clip on YouTube. So I click on that, a film clip of Saturday Night Fever is going to show up, and then I'm going to tell them, okay, boys and girls, what movie is this? And then they're going to keep on guessing. Maybe some of them are familiar with it, some of them may not be. Here's Alien and Jaws. Alien movies, Alien from the 80s, Jaws, 1970s. I guess this one is Ghostbusters. Okay, so those are film clips that I'm going to show. Gadgets. Okay, again, I'm still on the hook part. Okay, what are the gadgets on the 70s? I'm going to turn it into a game. Okay, but they're actually learning. Okay, or at least they're interested. Hopefully. Okay, what's that? And how about this one? Since most of them are into video games. See, we can show them video games of what it was like back in the 70s. Here's one, a Walkman. Okay, and then here's a cell phone. A lot of them are like, whoa, I didn't know what a cell phone looks like. Okay, and we can go on to fashion. Boys and girls, is this the 70s or on the 80s? We're gonna have to guess. Obviously, that one's from the 70s. This is from the 80s. They don't know that, but we do. Okay, another 70s. This is 70s hairdo. Okay, so their assignment. They have to research popular cultures of 70s and the 80s. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and define what popular culture is. It's culture that is accumulation of cultural products such as music, art, literature, fashion, dance, film, cyberculture, television, radio that are consumed by the majority of a society's population. So basically, the essential question, what was popular culture during the 70s and 80s in film, music, fashion, and product? Okay, so go ahead. All right, let me go ahead and annotate this again, like what I did. Incorporating technology. Students need to use Google Slide. Oh, where's my pen? Okay, here we go. They need to use a Google Slide program or PowerPoint. Okay. They also need to use Google Docs from their Chromebooks. Okay. They need to gather information using the web, so that's considered technology. It's mandatory that in their presentation that they need to collect pictures, images, film clips attached in their presentation. So I will be providing a worksheet as a guide to help them with this project. Let's see. Okay, procedure. There should be 10 slides, bullet points, explaining. There should be a short reflection. Again, there's also going to be a worksheet that'll guide them through all this. And here are the rules. They need to write 20 facts. They need to write some comments about it, collect images and sound. And then here's the rubric. The rubric. There you go, the rubric. Okay, the way how I grade it is, did your presentation include relevant information? Did your poster include notes? Is your poster well organized? Was there enough information? And was it presented clearly? So it's worth 100 points. Okay, that concludes today's lesson on popular culture with technology in there.